Um, okay, mute my thing. Alright, hello, people, hi. Me is me, you are you, this is this. Let's do a poem by DoobieZX. um, welcome. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Um, this is definitely not me thinking that I have to catch up on Xeno Ifrit grind and this is an excuse to do it. No, this is me trying to be ambitious and adventurous and doing different things. Of course. So let's take a moment. Hold up. I'm gonna unmute my stream and you're gonna hear my voice more than you want to. Let's take a moment. I heard my voice more than I want to. My monitor's loud. Okay, loud. Alright. No, settle down. Well, okay, I can't really test this. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Those of you who know Granblue Fantasy, you know it. You know it involves a lot of automatic play. And I don't need to really do much. So I kind of was trying really hard to get this set up so that I could have the game running, but also still be able to play Monster Hunter Stories at the same time. And the hope is that I have it set up so that it only captures audio for this thing, and it doesn't capture Stories audio. That being said, there are some other things to be figured out, but we'll figure that out later. This is this. This is Granblue Fantasy. For those of you who are not familiar, this is a Japanese mobile game. One of them gachas that the kids go and rave on about. It is otherwise a very conventional turn-based RPG, inspired, as the name may suggest, by Final Fantasy. You got a team of characters. Characters have a few skills. They do things. It's like Final Fantasy, but it's also got a little bit of a mobile game spin. And here's the thing, it's not terrible. Where was I going with that? So, what I plan to do today, this is honestly more than anything a test to see what it's like streaming this game. I have played this game for a while. Where's my rank? Is my rank anywhere on screen? Here we go. For anyone who doesn't know what these numbers mean, that's okay. But for those of you who do know what that number means, I played a bit. Not too much, but a bit. So I'd like to play this game. There's an event going on right now. This one. This fellow's featured on the thumbnail. He's got stuff I want. So we're gonna punch him. We're gonna do a lot of things to him. Hopefully. That sounded a lot more inappropriate than I wanted it to. You see, I don't got a lot of time, so I have to get this done now rather than later. So there are... I haven't... There's a couple of daily runs for the event that give you a lot of materials at once, and then you kind of go and grind lesser difficulties as much as you see fit. I have a few daily runs to get through. I can do those on auto. That's not going to be anything special. In fact, I'll go ahead and set that up right now. Like I said before, this game, it can be played automatically. It doesn't have to be. In fact, quite a majority of it is... Okay, here's another thing. I don't know the audio balance. The game might be a little louder than I want it to be. Let's see. Testing. Can I be heard? I'm gonna open... Well, now I can't hear the game. See, this is a little bit weird. I am gonna lower the volume a bit though on the game. I keep... So I have the game running on my, I have the game running on my... Okay, no, I gotta lower the volume more than that. That should be good. So I have the game running on my second monitor. My primary monitor has OBS and my YouTube channels and stuff. Normally it's the other way around. Normally I have all my YouTube interface stuff, my streaming stuff on the other monitor, and I have my games playing on the main monitor. So I was looking at the OBS monitor, the preview I should call it, and I saw my little mouse floating here for like a solid 10 seconds. I was thinking that's my mouse, but no, I'm looking at that. This right now is on the other monitor. It's not on the main monitor, but I'm looking at it on the main monitor. It's funny. I don't know what to talk about. Laugh with me, please. For now, there's not really much else for me to do. The game's playing itself. I might do something because I noticed the game was being a little choppy. Yeah, something else of note that's interesting, I did say that this game is a mobile game, and it is, but I'm playing it in a browser. How do you do that? It just so happens... Hi, Robin. Do you need me to call an ambulance? Are you having a stroke? Or are you mocking me having a stroke? I can never tell. This is a very dangerous game. I need to make sure I don't show anything I don't mean to. Actually, I can do that over on my main monitor. Excuse me for just a moment. So the game is running on my browser, because you can do that. The game has a mobile client and a browser client, and you can just play it from wherever. The weird thing about the browser client is that it uses a weird... I don't want to call it a lot of CPU. I want to call it a weird amount of CPU. So... Robin, was that a laugh? Robin, please. Please. I am not kidding. In my 26 years of life, that is the strangest way I have seen a laugh written out. And I am not kidding with that. Consider yourself honored in that regard, but know that I'm not kidding. Finagling with Chrome settings, I had to turn on hardware acceleration, because the game chugs a little bit without it. Normally it doesn't, but I guess OBS is eating up a bit of resources. Where am I hearing things? I see here. I have two windows open. I have two windows open of the game for a reason. And we'll ideally get to that in a bit. But I'm still doing a very clumsy intro here. Anyways, the game can be played on a browser or mobile. But here's the thing. It is JP only. But it has an official translation. Instead of having separate clients... for different regions of the game, they just have the translations built in. You flip a switch and get the language you want, which means you get to play the game fully updated, up-to-date current version as the JP folk, which is cool. But that makes getting the mobile client a little weird. That being said, the browser client is as simple as, look, I'm just granbluefantasy.jp, get in there. Making an account's a little weird because you gotta go through some Japanese stuff, but you can find translations and stuff and get that taken care of if you really want to try the game, which I do recommend. Not only is the gameplay and the collecting aspect of it pretty entertaining, the story that the game has, both the main storyline and the event stories that constantly come out, they're interesting. They're fun. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. At the end of the day, it is a mobile game. has a lot of the stuff you expect a mobile game to have, but I truly believe it's a just barely a cut above the rest. It's a mobile game I feel proud to support for the past, like, year and a half. I started playing New Year 2020, so yeah, a little more than a year and a half. Anyways, also a slight disclaimer. It is the setup I have here is a little bit weird. I can't keep as much of an eye on my chat as I'd like, so excuse me if I'm not as responsive as usual. Anyways, that long and arduous intro aside, while the game has been playing this whole time, there is an event that has a specific weapon that I want. And here's the thing, I've played this quite a bit on my own already. It just, there is one specific material that you get out of raids. And only raids. I have skipped the raids, I have left that to do here on stream because, I don't know, why not? Truly, that's it. I could have done this on my own. And it remains to be seen if I should have. But let's see if we can turn this into something interesting. And I mean, I don't have to just do that. Maybe I can go punch some other bosses on the side as a break here and there. I don't know. Some of you may have noticed there was a button to skip the run that I'm doing right now. To make a long story short, you can skip it and get some of the materials quick, but if you really want to be a poop sock and maximize your efficiency for drops and whatnot, you want to take a drop rate summon, which is like the thing you pick from a friend in mobile game stuff. You either get it or you don't. But I want to play these manually. Not manually, I want to actually play them if I want to maximize my drops, which I do. Yeah, you know, I'm just pointing out that little thing because, you know, there's only so much I can talk about with this. I'm not very good at this game. I don't do a lot at this game. There's not honestly that whole much to do. It would be interesting in the future to stream like new content, some special events, very brief little streams, but you know, I'm not even sure we're gonna be here very long. We might just be here for like half an hour or something. That being said, what I'm trying to get through here, trying to explain what I can, because I think I have a second Maniac run to get through. Do I? Yes, I do. Alright, when I finish the Maniac run, I'm gonna get to the raids, which is a little more interesting, I suppose. It's a little more interesting because, you know, they're raids. Those are multiplayer things that you can play in real time with friends or strangers around the world. They're usually meant to be played in a group, but they're in a certain sweet spot in balance where you totally can do them by yourself. It just goes by a lot faster if you have friends. Here's the thing though, there is a scoring system, and MVPs in raids get the most rewards. So, you know, it pays to get good and just be able to do your own stuff, you know? So to that end, the name of the game here... Well, the name of the game... Granblue Fantasy! Funny joke! When I'm done with these daily things that I mentioned before, I'm gonna go to the raid. I probably have to do like 1 or 2 runs manually. Like, not automatic. Like, actually play the game. So that I can make sure my team can handle it. Because you see, there are some constraints with how teams play in auto mode. And to some extent, you know how your team works or you don't, but at some point you also have to figure out what the actual content is and whether or not your team can run it. In all reality, probability, whatever you want to call it, my team can probably handle the thing on auto. I probably don't need to check, but it gives me an excuse to play the game at least a little bit. And what a timely finish. That is, well, I can't call it a timely finish, I still have the nightmare run to get through. Quick, someone make me interesting for another 2 minutes. Here we go. Robin, if you're still sitting there listening, it's entirely okay if you don't care for the following, and I mean that, but if, perchance, you feel like watching me run any specific content, just out of your own curiosity, I would probably be happy to oblige. I may go punch some of the other bosses like once or twice, just for the fun of it, I don't know. I reiterate that the game is fun to play manually. It's honestly just a nice quality of life thing for it to be automatic, but I do that to prepare for the stuff that I have to play manually, if that makes sense. But yeah, I wanna play manually. Well, okay, I like playing manually like once or twice. I don't like doing something like I've already seen this. We've already done this fight like 5 times or something. In the time I've been streaming this, I wouldn't want to do that manually. I don't need to. But you know, like getting on and doing a certain boss like once or twice a day, that can be pretty fun. It especially gets fun when your team is good and plays in a fun manner. And I have been playing enough to accrue enough characters to achieve that. Alright, so we're done here. We're done with those. And now it's time for the raid. So there is drop rate summons, but then there's actual, like, helpful summons that actually make you stronger. It's like a big disparity. You normally don't run this outside of very easy content. Here's the thing, maybe I can get away with it. After all, I have said I have been playing this a little while. I'm not soloing the hardest content in the game, but I've got a little bit of meat on my bones. That being said, let's not be arrogant. Let's not even use my auto team. Let's use my manual team. Give it our best 100% for the first run. It is strike time. I forget what my skill rotation is during strike time. No, not that one. There we go. Some of this. Some of these. Actually, no, you hold on to that. I actually should have held on to that buff too, and probably that one. Otherwise, we are good. Healthy damage coming out of my team. This game has a certain damage cap. And eventually there comes a point where it's not that hard to hit the damage cap. The name of the game is pushing past the damage cap. And that, like, if that sentence sounds weird, that's okay, your brain is working. But, trust me, it makes more sense if I take time to explain it. I'm not pushing past the damage cap very much, but I am hitting the damage cap, which is, good. Not amazing, but good. I'm gonna hold that charge attack. Lucio's damage is a bit poopy, but he's not really an attacker. He gives good buffs to everyone, but that's it. This is Lucio, the fine tan gentleman. There are and I cannot stress this enough, a lot of characters. Look, we can just do this. Don't look at my history too much, please. I don't got nothing naughty, but I mean, please, just don't do it. So like, yeah, there's like a lot of characters in this game. Just making that point clear. Everyone's nice and healthy. I don't gotta use sunburn yet. Do I want to be patient? 3 turns. What? That was usually 2-turn difference. Did they bump up the cooldown on that? I don't know. If it's 3 turns away, I'm gonna be impatient and use my stuff. Oh, that's a little painful. Like, that's not... that's not supposed to happen. I should be fine. As a quick aside, some of you may take note that the game audio is in Japanese. That is the only possible audio setting. There is English text, but the audio is stuck in Japanese. Get used to it. We're weebs around here. We take pride in it. But not too much pride, because that's what a fucking weeb would do. We're done here, sir. I don't need to use buffs, just get the attack off. Goodbye. Easy peasy. I say that I lost one character. That was unexpected, but I mean, I guess there's a trigger somewhere in there that deals a really big hit that I didn't know about. Big whoop. Losing one character does not cripple my team that much. At the rate that it happened, I mean, obviously, if something hits that hard every turn, we're in a very different situation. But, I did that well, I did that fine. I think I can auto the content just fine. Also, let me make something clear. It takes 3 Infernal Garnet to run this thing. I have 254. Ideally, I run this up until around I have 40 left because I need that to upgrade something. I'm not that good at math, but that's like approximately a lot of runs. We're not gonna sit here and do all that. I'm gonna be honest, part of me went into this thinking I would, but we're not. I'm not gonna put you through that. I can do that off stream. I said it before, I was planning to let me point here. I was planning to play stories a little bit and let that run automatically. Oops! I brought the wrong team. This is not my auto team. That's not a problem, it's just I gotta play this manually again. Or at least I really should, because this team works weird. Anyways, I was planning to play stories while this all went down. Time is kind of going by faster than I expected, like real time. I shouldn't have done that. It's not crippling me, but I gotta maximize my numbers! Lucky for us, time is apparently going by faster than I expected, so I may not have to sit here and do this too long, because I kind of felt like I might not be able to stretch this out long enough and it be entertaining, and let's be real, it's not that entertaining, but at least I'm managing to speak for most of the time. But we're getting there. We're getting to the point where I'm running out of things to say. But until then, enjoy the pretty thingamajigs. On the topic of efficiency, I also should have held my charge attacks there. I think... yeah, my team can auto pretty comfortably for like the next couple of turns. There are certain skills on this team that outright do not get used in full auto. I gotta do them manually. As long as that gets taken care of, it works. The team, it fights. Let me get my summon in. Kolulu's gonna use Sunburn, but that's okay. There's a lot. The team looks like it's just kind of working. Let me assure you, there's quite a lot of intricacies that go into deciding what makes a good team. Like, I have quite a lot of characters, and I've, like, agonized quite a bit to make a good team. Quite a lot of thought goes into making sure this team works right. But I won't bother explaining that, unless anyone asks, and no one's here to ask right now. For now, you guys can just enjoy the pretty animations and noises and lights. That's gonna put it into overdrive, and it has full charge diamonds. I feel like I'm gonna lose someone here. Never mind. We're good. I took it off full auto. Whoops. That's okay. Is it? It's okay enough, I guess. Let's drop one of these for good measure. Those of you with a keen eye may notice that the boss has what is known as a mode bar. The bar originally starts empty. As you hit the boss, it fills up, and then it goes into overdrive. You then hit the boss to reduce the overdrive state. The long story short, there's also those diamonds on the left side of the boss's health bar. Usually one diamond fills up per turn, and when the diamonds fill up all the way, boss does what is known as a charge attack. The long story short is that when a boss is overdrived, its charge attacks are generally much more dangerous. What I did there was I used a summon to put up a shield to block me in the case that overdrive attack was too dangerous. Was it too dangerous? We'll never know. I blocked it with flying colors. That's what it means to be prepared, kids. Alright, now let's see what my auto team does. You may notice my auto team is largely the same. Good old Lucio is switched with someone else. A huge part of Lucio's usefulness is a skill that does not work in full auto, so we work around that and find someone to replace him. Buddy Vane here is pretty straightforward. He just kind of craps out damage and takes it like no one's business. Oh, that skill that I'm using there, the thing I'm using twice, also can't be used in auto. Why do I have it on my auto team? Shut up. I put it there for something, and then I forgot to take it off, and just, whatever. My team works well enough without it. Characters. There is your main character, and there are your other characters. Main character is the first person on the team, the strapping fellow whose hair I scalped and stuck on my own thing in the thumbnail. You can change your main character's class and skills to some extent, so there's a little bit of leeway to what you do with your team. Everyone else is static though. The other characters just do what they do. Yeah, whatever, the team works. To give a very loose rundown of what my team does, main character is Relic Buster, which is generally just a very strong class. It does a lot. It has good defensive applications, has good offensive applications. It kind of does what you need it to. Kolulu, the girl in the hat and whatever else. She is a strong attacker who gives a very strong buff to the team, but she kind of keeps herself at low health. The trick is you want to keep her alive. There is a unique synergy between her and the last character on this lineup, Europa, that helps keep Kolulu very, very alive. In fact, it keeps the whole team very, very alive. And Vane is just, he works. He doesn't do anything special, he just doesn't get in the way of the others. Something I haven't been paying attention to. Okay. My game audio has been running through my second monitor, which is a TV. If that's kind of been picking up from there a second time when I speak, I apologize. Like I said, this is a bit of a test. Speaking of tests, my team is doing what it needs to. I sometimes, if I'm sitting here watching the stuff happen, I'll manually sneak in a little thing or there that normally doesn't go through in auto. I'll do that here and there to kind of help my team along, but I don't think it makes or breaks the runs here. I think my team is handling this quite well. Wait, why is main character about to die? Was I wrong? Never mind. Ifrit's dead. We're good. We're fine. Probably Soulfire Immolation, the kind of debuff that usually is. It's like if you use skills, you take damage or something. Normally, if you're playing manually, you cleanse the debuff, but if you're letting it go automatically, you hope your team clears debuffs automatically. That's how it goes. Two runs down, like, literally 100 to go. I'm probably, between you and me, I'm probably not gonna do 100 runs. I already have the weapon I want, but a few wouldn't hurt. Actually, I do need to do at least a few. How long have I been streaming? I got to check my YouTube thingamajig. I have been streaming for 37 minutes. I thought I was here a little bit longer than that. Okay, good to know. I should actually... Can we keep this Creator Studio open and put this in a second tab? Yes, I can. I don't know why I'm asking. It's a very simple thing to do. Excuse me for a minute while I finagle with things. Alright. Cool. We good? Yeah, we good. I originally had the second window of the game open to potentially talk about, like, my teams and stuff, but I don't think now's not the time. I could do it. I'd be happy to do it. I'd just rather not ramble to myself about it. I came into this particular stream with a goal in mind. I'd like to try and keep it simple. Would also like to kind of experiment with the thought of shorter streams than usual. I'd like to try to keep the policy of keeping streams at least an hour long. Because let's be real, if I can't stream for more than an hour, I probably wasn't doing something very interesting. Did I just burn myself? Did I just admit that this stream is stupid? I meant to say that usually that's the case, but I mean a little bit less than an hour is fine. So we're reaching the point in it. No, let me do my things. We're reaching the point in this process of me playing GBF where things are getting repetitive. I'm just setting my people to run and they're doing their job. And yeah, just keep going. And maybe in a world with a few people chatting with me, we could get by with this. Just have the game running and I could talk. But for now, I don't think it is gripping content to just sit here and shove this up. Excuse me for a second. I had to burp, and it was a big one. Boy, was I right in muting that one. I'm gonna let this particular run continue to the end. And after that, I might go fight, just for my own amusement, I might go fight like a random non-event raid or two. Hold up, I want to orchestrate this turn because my characters are in an interesting position. Pro strats, let's be quick about it. Hold up, whatever. Alright, I might go fight a boss or two, because here's the thing, I don't play this game religiously, like, at all. It's more like I've just had it open. They do a lot of giveaways, and I mean a lot of giveaways. It's fun to just have the game and claim what they give you, but like every so often you take all that stuff and actually like play the game with the stuff that they give you. So I haven't been playing the game a lot in the past like 2 months or so. What a coincidence, they gave out a bunch of stuff over summer, and it made me want to get back a little bit into it. Specifically for this event, I have been waiting for this event literally for like 5 months to come around. I don't play the game a whole lot, so I might go and fight one of the other bosses that is fun to just fight. I'm using my water team here a bit. I wouldn't mind playing with my other teams. Like I said before, when you have good characters, the team is actually fun to use. Not the weapon I wanted, but thanks for the fodder, and I do mean that. I hit play again, we're not gonna play again. Alrighty then. Let's go see the raid board and see what people are doing. People are, of course, doing the event, but what else are people doing? Someone seems to have been abandoned on Luminera. And that is a very disgusting word to speak out loud. I don't want to speak it ever again. Let's try and give a helping hand. Oh boy, I forget. This one. This team. Certain bosses have certain mechanics that requisite the need for several characters. My dark team's kind of buff, even if I don't remember how to use them. I can get away with just crapping stuff out. Robin, you flatter me. I can turn this raid into a joke, but it does still take me a few minutes. I brought my... I just realized I brought my Dispel team. I used my Dispel early instead of holding it for when I needed to. But I think I'm gonna burst past the window where I need it anyways. Did it, Robin? Tell me more. Give me a reason to sit here and listen to something, rather than babble like a fool. I mean, let's be real, Robin. What you just described is a little bit of rage. It's just dealing with it in a healthy manner. Turns out it's the hardest boss for the wrong reasons. Dark Souls is the hardest game for the wrong reasons. Chew on that. I'm kidding. Am I? Oh, here's another thing. I should probably, for streaming Granblue, I should not have the chat popping up right over the game. That's a good idea. Let's do that. I will say your description of the boss is certainly a unique one. I don't think I've heard of that being a thing ever. Deadlocked, I can't do anything about that. I'm not going to use Michael Summon. She's normally a debuff, a dispel, but Michael is a dispel! I don't need my dispel team! I forgot all this! I told you guys, it's been a while since I played. That being said, I am making slow but steady progress on this boss. I have no reason to worry. I'm glad I dodged all that because, Ray of whatever that move is called hurts if it hits. Robin, it be like it do. For all your experience in Dark Souls, ultimately Dark Souls 3 is a game you have not played. On the topic of helping this guy, I feel bad. Not that I did anything wrong, but I hate the fact that because no one helped him for so long, there's a chance that he got locked out of his own rewards for inactivity. It's one of the dumber aspects of this game. More times swinging at air and whiffing sounds a lot like my own experience. This guy has killed Luminera halfway in 4 minutes. He doesn't need my help. This guy has killed Tiamat halfway in 4 minutes. He doesn't need my help. Galleon is an absolute prick and a half. I'd rather not fight it. I don't want to be here. This next fight is less than pleasant, is the joke here. And I can't contribute awfully much to it, but let me see if I remember how to use this team. How much honors did I get? Absolute dog crap. I said it, I don't like this fight. I'm not good at it. My team's not strong enough. My team can probably survive the fight, but I do not contribute damage in a timely manner. Like, okay, like, deal 15 million damage this next turn? That's not gonna happen. I'm taking this hit. I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, if I die, honestly, being able to call for backup would be more helpful to this guy than oh hey, we didn't die. Island Hurl, I am absolutely certain. Hal and Mal will send them out. Oh man, I forget if I actually dodge it with Mirror Image. I'm not gonna take the risk. This thing I'm doing here that you're guarding, you only get to do it in certain fights, not all of them. Darn it, if I'm not doing damage, then I'm not my team. Ow! I'm not helping. I look away for literally a second, and suddenly my team loses half their health. Welcome to this fight, I guess. Class 3 game gives it buffs, doesn't deal damage to me, I should be fine. It gives it very annoying buffs that I wish it didn't have, but okay. And now he's doing Island Hurl again. Oh no. Oh, we're strong-armed. I can't heal. I think my time is coming up. Oh! Korwa lives, but barely. If I had something to cleanse that strong arm, we could be in business here, but I don't, so I'm just winging it and not doing much. I didn't need to use that stun there. Strong arm is gone. Korwa, drink up. I don't think that's gonna save me, but at least I feel like I did something. Hey, I got 100,000 honors in one turn. I'm not doing too bad. I wish I could do more, but I'm not doing too bad, considering I'm not what we in the business called refresh cheesing. How do we cancel this? Hit foe 30 or more times. On what planet? I'm not using Valentine's Grimnir. That's not gonna happen. How many? I have enough of this. Did I put that already on main character? No, I didn't. Island Hero. Excuse the scrolling up and down. Remember that this game was made for mobile? You end up having to do a lot of that when playing the game. Look, that guy who joined like a solid 5 minutes after I did is already outpacing me. That's what I mean when I say that I'm not good at this fight. Gonna drop an offensive buff on Grimnir. Get some damage out. Try to be something resembling useful. Island Hurl, if I recall correctly, Tiamat Summon does not work here. And I am correct, I actually took damage. So it could be said that I wasted that, but like also not, because I mean, what am I going to use the summon for? I do apologize, I've suddenly started speaking like everyone who watches this ever is going to know what I'm doing, but I can't think. These fights start to take quite a bit of brain power. I cannot believe I wasted my blue potion earlier, when everything was strong-armed. And he removed all my buffs! I don't like this fight. Alright, you know what? We're reaching the bottom end of this fight where I spend every turn guarding and not doing anything. I'm just gonna let my attacks go out. And either I survive or I don't. Spoiler alert, I don't. I very much don't. I forgot I had Urias 5-star. I don't remember what these character skills do. Someone is popping off with all the damage right now. Someone just took off like 20%. I'm just gonna fart out my debuffs. Pretend them being useful. Wait, no, I got one more. Let me. No. Whoops. Oh, no, I did it. No, I didn't. Alright, so here's the thing. Player rank kind of corresponds to how like it vaguely corresponds to how strong you are. There is the chance that you can get a good weapon grid in this while being a low rank, but I mean, look, I pointed out earlier I'm rank 160 something, these guys are 200 plus. I'm kind of punching above my weight with this fight. But that took a while longer than expected. I have now been streaming for just over an hour. I think I'm gonna call it there. Technically there is more I could do, but I mean, hey, if I want to stream the game again, I'll do this stuff later. I don't gotta do it all now. But yeah, that's it for now. Just did some stuff. Punched some bad guys. Got some loot. The gacha way. When you're poor, if you have money, the gacha way is crippling bankruptcy. Lucky for me, all I can do is grind for free-to-play drops, but that gets me by. Anyways, thank you to anyone who's been watching. Those of you here or there or wherever or hair, I don't know. Wherever and whenever you're watching, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I don't know how to be awkward. I could point out the suggestive art. That's not awkward, that's just childish. But failing to figure out how to be awkward is awkward in and of itself. So guess who has the last laugh? That's right. None of us. I'm not funny. Goodbye.